and Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze, he's going to air one out, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Let's go! 60 out,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire. He's got a man, complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
58's the month. 58's the month. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run here. It's Murray. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVP. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. 53. Smooth. Hey, easy.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 5-5. Check back. 21. Over. Watch twins. Slam.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready? 5-8. Check. No. Okay, no defense.
On first down, this is Adams. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run again with Adams, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ready? Yellow lady. Check. 55 to Mike. Here we go.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. And he finds Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Sammy! Hey, over. Check. 55.
Breeze will try again on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Good. I full. Ready. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch twist. Tonight.
Now Breeze on third down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers Will get the football back. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Panthers. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this is Cook with a grab. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready. Yes,
you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him stride for stride.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 8. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill. O2. Hey, box truck.
Now Breeze. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Opposite.
To throw is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. It's a tie game. You don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team was...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
We play to win. Let's go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Line 36. Line 36. I got it. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Carolina, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.